Hello and welcome to this video. It's kind of a different one. It's kind of a where are we now video and what's gonna be the future of this channel. Where I'd just like to say thank you so much for helping me reaching 400 subscribers. It means a lot that you've allowed me to practice on you guys, and thanks for all the amazing feedback, especially Alex and Christoph, who's always commenting on my videos, giving me critiques and positive comments. It really helps me keep on going. I have this little note so I don't forget to mention everything. But the future of this channel is, here in the video I'm gonna be moving a lot. I also think I want to add a lot of small videos of our ups and downs, moving to Italy. Like, for example, how hard is it to gain the residency, like be allowed to stay here, have an actual address. What was that like to get, not knowing the language?
Today we're trying to get registered at an Italian address, and so far so good. We just walked back and forth like 3 times to find a place where we could print our documents, but we did that. Now we're going to the anagrafi, which is where you do the thing. But I don't think we have enough documents. We'll probably have to come back, but now we try.
We brought a car from Denmark, and we decided that would be the best idea to re-register it and bring the car, so we knew the car and bring it from Denmark. My father was so nice to give it to us as a move away present, but it ended up being a gigantic challenge for us to re-register it into Italian. It was so difficult and so frustrating, like getting the residence and standing in these bureaucracy offices for hours upon hours. But
Italian license plates! We did it! After so many months of bureaucracy and Italy, we did it. Now we can drive around on Italian license plates. We won't have to worry about anything. Now we can buy a house, start a breakfast, and all is good. We're done. Yes! Woo!
In the end now, I think come to think about it, I apologize about the cars, come to think about it, I think it's been good. It's been a good experience for learning the language, and in the end it's a big victory just to get some license plates for your car. But and then going to Italian language classes, which is free, offered by almost free, 25 euros for like a year's, and there's books for the class, so that was very nice. Unfortunately we couldn't gather enough people this year to go to A2 level, but and then there's Stine. She has her own kind of, my fiance, she has her own kind of Italian class working at the bar. She's so cool. She's just throwing herself into all sorts of new situations where she doesn't speak the language, and there's been a lot of frustrating days where she's come home very broken down, like it's been a hard day because she didn't understand and has to go back and forth asking her colleagues for help because she doesn't understand and can't take the order properly. But she's gone through it with an iron cheek, and she's cooler than ever. I have so much respect for her. Sorry for going on about that, but she's so cool. She really inspires me, and I'm way behind her now on Italian. That's typical when a couple moves to another country. The girl tends to learn the language a lot quicker, and that's also happened in this coincidence. I guess the best way to learn a new language is to have an actual work, go have a work, and that's what she's done, and that's so cool. And I haven't. I've been focusing here on making videos, and I haven't been talking as much as her to Italians. But she's so cool. She's also just passed what's called a barman course. I guess you'd call it a bartender course, and she passed the top of her class, even though she doesn't speak the language all the way. But so cool. I'm so proud of her. And then before you can actually gain, sorry for jumping back and forth, before you can actually gain the residenza, before you're allowed to have an address in the country, you have to get a healthcare insurance, which was of course also a drag. We spent hours on the phone waiting and waiting, but it went through. And then because you
44 minutes. Oh yeah. This is taking too long.
This right here is one of the staples of the house we're gonna buy. It's not done yet, and we haven't signed it yet, but they're very nice people. They're the ones taking care of our cat, and cat when we're out traveling. So I just thought that I'd begin cleaning it up. They have said that it's okay. And we trust them. We just need a guy that knows buildings to check the building if it's good. It's called a geometra here in Italy. So after that's checked, we'll sign the papers and we'll own a house. But I'll just want to clean it first, and I can move a lot of the stuff here, so I don't have to move it to Verocula. But this video is just, yeah, it's going to be shown way later because it's going to be part of the moving video. The Italian government wants to know you're not a burden on the system when you come here. And because we didn't want to, in the beginning we didn't want to work, because I do want to work, but I want to work for myself through this channel. And Stina has obviously started working at the bar, so she's on the healthcare here in Italy now. But I have to show that I'm not a burden on the Italian state, which I think is fair enough. So yeah, we had to get the healthcare in the beginning because we wanted to experience the country instead of just starting working. So that was frustrating, but in the end we got it, and then going back and forth to the Kommune, which was very frustrating because every time we went there, standing in the office for hours, not really understanding what we were doing, it felt like there's something new every time. Like, oh, we did fix this, no, now it's something else. But so this wasn't a problem anyway, and we misunderstood a lot of things. So again, very frustrating. But we made it through it, and also making a bank account was a frustrating part because obviously you also have to have that to gain residency. So yeah, it's been an uphill battle some days, and there's been very many downs, but also, as you can see in the video, I hope through all these small videos, it's been a cool experience, and I want all these bad experiences is just going to be part of our hero's journey. And yeah, it's just been amazing, all these experiences, and all our friends has come visited, and it's been so amazing sharing all our recent discoveries with them and showing our everyday and why we did it, why we moved here, and the food, the weekly market. Even here during winter there's a weekly market, even though it's not a big city. I really appreciate it, with all the cheese, the hams, the vegetables, clothing, everything you need at this market. It's great, and you have form a relationship with your vegetable guy and your cheese guy. It's so amazing. I really love Italy for that part, because back home in Denmark it's only in the big cities where there's still these weekly markets, but here in Italy they still have them, and all these small shops. I really appreciate it. And what I'm getting to now is something I want to say that I've really been looking forward to, and what Stine and I has been really working towards, is that we sold the apartment in Denmark, and now we finally are buying a house. We put down a 10% deposit, I would call it, which pretty much means it's home safe. We're gonna in January or February go to the notary and completely take over the house.
Vai, sorriso. E ora.
Det bor dejligt.
Vai un attimo dentro a testa di lavare.
Because if anyone wants to back out of the deal now, they have to double the 10% and pay it to the backing, the parts. They have to pay those money back double. The money we paid as a deposit, they have to pay them double if they want to back out of the deal. So I don't think that's going to happen, and they are pretty much turned into our friends, because they are the ones taking care of our cats and driving us to the train station when we didn't have the car on license plates, when we had to go home last Christmas. So they've been helping us out a ton down here. And so, as every Italian has here with the job, and we have Francesco's helped us translate a lot. She's going to help us when we go to the notary. We've just been accepted wholeheartedly into the society down here, and it's been amazing. So the format is going to be, from now on, I'm going to put out a weekly video, so I'm going to be kind of a wannabe from now on, like Martin Dolar, which has this amazing channel where he puts out videos restoring 2 old cabins in the mountains. A little further north, up in Torino. I'd really, if you haven't checked out his channel, please do. But he's very inspiring to me, and I hope he doesn't mind me copying bits of his ideas. But I'm probably gonna be talking a lot more than he is, because I'm not as good as him with my camera as he is, and his footage is amazing, and he almost does no talking, but that's just because he can do that because he's so talented with video making, and yeah, it's just amazing. Go check out his channel. He's been very inspiring. I've watched all his episodes, so I want to put out a weekly episode so I can just show what I've done, restoring the barns and the stables on the house we've bought, or farming the olives we've done, tending to the land, making all our own vegetables. And doing bonsai, of course, it's still going to be a part of the channel, maybe not as big as it has been now. And with this, I hope I can appeal to a broader audience, because bonsai is kind of a niche hobby, and I know renovating programs tend to get a lot of attention, so maybe that's going to be my little breakthrough. But it's going to be exciting to start renovating and learning the processes and all the old ways of restoring houses here in Italy. It's an old stone house, so that's going to be a ton of excitement to get started with the cabins. And hopefully in January, February we'll move into the house, because the owners that lives in it now, they need to find another house. This is like everywhere else, so we have to wait for them to find a new house. And in this video, as the background, I'm moving to another place, which is where I'm filming now, here in Bureaucracy, where we're only gonna live for 2 or 3 months. It's because we didn't expect the buying process to go this fast. So kind of stupid that we didn't stay in the place where we were before here, and then just move from there, because it's right next to, the new place is right next to where we lived before we lived here in Bureaucracy. So that means we should have just stayed there. But it's always easy to be clever and hide inside, and we just gotta live with the decision now. It's fine now. We got the hot water working, and the stove is heating it up very good, so it's fine. But we should have stayed up there. Now we have to move all the way back up there, and you know, moving is always a hustle. It's never fun, but it is what it is. We're gonna get through it. It's all part of the hero journey, and yeah. And I just really appreciating getting out of the big city and moving into the countryside. There's so much beautiful nature. We've done a lot of hiking with friends that come visiting, waterfalls all over. Pivitsano, and this community is all about living with nature, and I really love that. And I think that's pretty much it. And thank you so much for the support. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Friends, family, everybody, it's been amazing. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll follow us on the rest of the journey in the future. So from New Year's on, I'm gonna make a weekly video after we return from Denmark for our Christmas vacation. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching.